Hi everyone. Right, I'm just coming on because I've got a spare little hour or so, and I am going to do a little demo to make a wee card. Yep, I've got that all muted. Now I just want to pop a little link to my Stampin' Up shop on here. Now I'm going to be using Reindeer Days Designer Series paper. I only have maybe a third of this Designer Series paper left in this pack. I need to order some more for sure. Popping an order away over the weekend, folks. Right, let me just get a quick link to this wonderful paper and I'll pop it up in the chat. Right, I finished work for today. Well, I finished about 40 minutes ago now, so. Right, let me pop up a little comment in the chat. Fantastic. So let's see. I don't think I can pin that. Say hi if you're watching, folks. I'm just going to grab my other device so I can see if there's any comments coming through. Because the laptop doesn't always catch up properly. So, in case you don't already know, we have a seasonal sale starting tomorrow. Of all things annual catalogue. Let's see, do I have a graphic for it? Now, we have a seasonal sale, papers, punches, inks, you name it. So if you're looking to replenish your stock levels in your craft room, the time to do it is between the 13th and 15th of November. You're going to get 10% off ink, including pads, refills, markers, stamping blends. The ink pad bundles are not included, or the third-party ink pads like the Versamark and stuff like that. 10% off cardstock, Stampin' Up cardstock that is. 20% off all Stampin' Die bundles and Stampin' Punch bundles. So a good point to note is that they already have 10% if you buy them in a bundle. So you're going to have an additional 10% off. So so that's great. 20% off all Designer Series paper as well. And you need to shop online to make the most of that. So it is first come first serve. So if you've been looking for that bundle for a 10% off, do it during the seasonal sale and you're going to get 20% off in total. So that is just amazing. So let's see now if I can see if anybody else is on this chat. Not the chat, on the live. I'm going to make a card today. I'm going to replicate this card, which is really easy. So let me just find Crafty Stamping Club. Smithy's Crafty Stamping Club. Let's find the live, see if there's anyone chatting. I don't think there is, but that's okay. You could always... Oh, hi Margaret. Hi Tricia. Hi Suzanne. Thank you for joining me. Thank you ever so much. Right, I'm just going to shut my laptop down now. And we're going to make a little 6x6 card. Only it's not 6x6, it's just short of 6x6. So we're talking a smidgen under 5 7/8. And the reason for that is so that we can use an A4 sheet rather than a 12x12 sheet. Okay, so we're going to replicate this card. Maybe a different image on the front. But you'll see I have used an embossing folder for a matte layer on there. This is the Snowflakes Sky 3D embossing folders. Absolutely gorgeous. So I have ran some of these through my die cutting machine. So I've got 4 here. I just put 4 half sheets through. I will cut off the excess when I trim them down. Right, let me get this laptop out of my way. So I have been really busy. Hi Debs! Really busy using up all my designer series paper in this pack. So let me show you. I don't have much left. I've only got a few full sheets and a few part sheets left and lots of little offcuts. I love the colours of these for Christmas. Absolutely love them. Right, so you can buy this as a full suite collection for under £100, where you get the stamp, the dies, the embellishments and things like that. But I'm just concentrating on, I think it maybe actually is coming back into stock soon. I'm sure the suite is either low in stock or out of stock. Anyway, the papers are in stock on their own, so that's what I'm focusing on just now. So that's Reindeer Days Suite Collection. How are you doing, Tricia? Oh, you're in Florida and California. Oh, that's lovely. That's nice, because normally when I go live, I'm just rolling up my dress sleeves. Normally when I go live, it's 10 o'clock UK time, which is like, what, 3 or 4 in the morning or something for you guys. So that's lovely. So I just want to show you, I've been crafting away. I've made some cards using these papers. These have either been featured on my website as blog posts last week and through into this week. So you can see there's so much you can do with this. I would highly recommend treating yourself to this designer series paper. That's the cards I've made. I made that little tag. I've made a couple of little 6x6 projects, a little table favour. This is like a little treat pouch, which could be a table favour as well. You can adapt them and have them hanging from a little tree or your Christmas tree. Just make the ribbon or the twine longer. And yeah, usually middle of the night for you. Oh, bless. Thanks for tuning in. So absolutely adorable. And then, yeah, I made this on my live last Saturday, which is a post-it note holder. Oh, excuse me for the noise. So, decorated some cardstock with matte layers and some fussy cut images. Makes a wonderful little gift. Now, as you know, it is the season of gift giving, and I have a few swaps that I'm involved in. October's giveaway for my business page, which I will share in here, for October is a box full of goodies. It might not be these goodies, it might be the previous goodies that I've made, but I will be drawing that giveaway soon, folks. So let me get some of these out the way. Where am I going to put them though? I'll just pop them over there. I made a larger size of the little 6x6, so that's absolutely adorable too. Look at that. I just love the colours. Now, was it Sunday crafting? I made a couple of little boxes. This was a previous class by post, whereby customers were able to make 2 boxes, one of which I cut all the pieces out for them, and then the second one they had to cut and score themselves so that they could have a bit of practice. So I've made those 2. I just need to fill them with goodies. And then I went on and I thought I'm going to make a tea bag fold card, 6x6. I've made one in the past before, but then when I come round to putting it on a 6x6 card, I thought, oh, it's hiding the background because I had the embossed layer on there. I thought I'm going to change it up. So I don't know if you can see, it's just a little tea bag fold here, and I just mounted that on some embossed card onto the coordinating colours. Added Wink of Stella and just layered them up crazily, but it looks really good. And then I put a big logo on the inside. Not a big logo, a big sentiment. And I layered that up as well. I thought that was quite nice. So I don't even know if I've got 6x6 white envelopes. I will need to check. So that meant, after making this, it meant I had 3 little tea bag folds left. So I just used some Wobbles from my stash to make a wobble card using the last 3 of these cool little folds. Hi everybody joining. And yeah, I thought that turned out quite nice as well. I'm going to make this on Saturday though, on my live, with the little wobbles, but I just thought they're quite fun. And you could further customise your card with your die cut letters or what have you, make it more personal. But I thought they were really nice. So we'll make this, okay? Right, I just need to remember. Now, in fact, the last time I made that card was actually in one of my Team Smithy get-togethers online. That was a little project. And I think I've actually popped it away. Here's the tutorial for the little box that I've done. Let me go and grab it, folks. I thought I had it on my desk. Now, yeah, I've got it here. I've got it here. Now, I didn't come up with the idea of this fold. It's quite a popular fold. So, yeah, I'm not taking credit for coming up with this. It's an old technique that's been around many, many years. So I just need to make sure I get the size of my little tea bag fold right. So it needs to be 3.5 by 3.5 for that little centerpiece here. Right, so let's do this. So I need some black cardstock. Do you know what happened? I thought I'd actually ordered 2 packs of another 2 packs of basic white cardstock, not realising that I'd actually moved my current white cardstock into a different bit of the paper rack. So I've now got all those packs, and I've got a pack of, and then this is an off-cut pack, and then I've got my thick, so I've got plenty to keep me going, but that won't last too long, especially if I keep this crafty mojo going. Right, so piece of black card or whatever colours match the designer series paper that you're using. And for anyone that's not familiar with what DSP is, or designer series paper, basically it's patterned paper. Ours is always double-sided. It tends to have an A side and a B side. So the A side tends to be a more detailed design, and the B side a more kind of standard design. Right, so I do need 2 bits because I'm never going to make 2 cards. I'll see. I've got my coffee at the ready, which is grand. Oh, excuse me. Right, so we need to cut this down to, so you're taking it long ways to the top, and to get it you could either fold it in half or just score it at a smidgen under 5 7/8. Okay, and then we're going to take it to the short side to the top and cut it down to just short of 5 7/8. Or if it's easier for you guys, use 12 by 12. I don't have an awful lot of black 12 by 12 cardstock, so I'm opting for our basic black A4. So move your blade, give it a score. Hi everyone that's joining. I'm not sure how many is watching. Oh, we've got nearly a handful. That's fab. That is fab. I've been sat in the house all day. I'm just not long back from nipping out to get something for a late lunch. So it's nice to come on and chat with you guys. Right, now we're going to need real red. Which is here. This is one of the feature colours in the designer series paper pack. All of which the details are always popped on the label. It's usually on the back, but I cut it out and put it on the front. So I've got, excuse me, I've got a really dry throat. Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, and Real Red. Excuse me. Real Red is always a good one for Christmas cards. Right. So, it means one sheet we're going to get our first matte layer off. So we want it our first matte, 1/4 of an inch shorter and thinner than our actual card size. So our card's just under 5 7/8. So I am going to do 5 5/8. Okay, so 5 5/8. So we need one for each card. So just trim that down, 5 5/8. And 5 5/8. If anyone has been wanting to try Stampin' Up and what have you, just let me know and I'll quite easily send you a little sample card in the post for you to try our wonderful products. So 5 5/8 is the size of the first mat, which means that the second mat, our lovely snowflake embossed pieces, is going to be 5 3/8 squared. Now I am cheating, I'm just cutting two at the same time. Keep these little off-cut pieces though, because you can mat and layer a sentiment section on them or what have you. Okay, so 5 3/8, this is going down to line it up, line it up. And again, keep these wee bits. So that is going to really pop on top of that real red. Now you can have it so the bigger snowflakes are at the bottom or they're at the top. Whatever your little heart desires, I like them up the top. Right, so first let's stick these down. So wet glue or whatever glue you like. How's everybody's day going? Just while I mat and layer these up. Hope your days are going good. Okay, so just match up 3 sides and the 4th usually always lines up as well. Think about how you want your card to be, a 10th fold or a standard. I think I'll do these as 10th folds, both of them. So I'll make sure they're the right way round at this minute. You know what it's like, you end up forgetting and then doing it upside down and blah. Easy crafter's error to make, and very popular error. Right, okay. You can have the debossed side showing up or the embossed side. I like the embossed side. But that's another wee option for when you're using your embossing folders. You can use either or. And give it a good press. Always make sure your hands are clean when you're working with white. It's crazy how quick your hands can get dirty. Just by touching general household stuff and what have you. Right, is there any more comments? I don't know if comments are coming up. But we've got a few people watching, that's good. Fabulous. Right. So, when I done this little tea bag fold, I just matted and layered it and cut it by eye. But I think I'll use proper measurements so that it's more precise for people if they're wanting to case the card. Alright, so what I need is a piece of designer series paper that measures 3.5 by 3.5. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen the Take a Bow bundle, which is the bow maker, dies and the paper set that goes with it. These are great colours as well to use. You get a lot of cardstock in these 48 sheets. You could use that on the front of the card as well if you wish, if you don't want to kind of use your other favourites, because these are both patterned on each side. So there's no actual little images on there, it's just a pattern. A pattern, a pattern. Right, now what am I going to use? Maybe I did use that actually. I think I have. I think I actually did use that for this card. Which is fine because all the colours coordinate as well. Let me see if I can use one of these though. All I need is one piece that's 3.5 wide. So be mindful of what one you pick. No, I don't want to use that one because that one's too cute. Let's see. Decisions, guys. Right, I think I'll use this one. Super easy. So you need a piece that measures 3.5 squared. So come on, tell me, what have you been up to today? Has anybody been working? Has anyone been working? I have. I'm always super glad when the shift finishes because I find it exhausting, to be honest. Stuck to a computer all day. Right, now, what we need to do is we need to fold this in half. Now, bear in mind what side you want showing up the way when you're doing this. So you want to fold it in half and then unfold it and fold it in half the other way. Okay, and it needs to be pretty much precise or you'll end up getting gaps and things showing up. We're going to take all 4 corners in to the centre point. Okay, so line that up with the line that's there. Just like you're making a little parcel. Like so. Do you know what? My tinnitus is really bad. I can hear high-pitched noises in my ears and it's annoying me a little bit. So we've had a little parcel here. Then we're going to take the centre points back out. Okay, so make sure that it does line up with that line that you've already got there. She says you might want to pick it up so you can actually see the line. Okay, pick it up. And it doesn't need to be straight cut, flat kind of triangles. You can curl these out ever so slightly. We are going to I am going to use a little wobble. Now you can get the wobbles off of Amazon. Just need to search up wobbles for card making. Stampin' Up don't do these, so but yeah, if you just do a search for them, they'll come up. Right, so that will go in there. We'll put a little figure on the top, and then we're going to start matting and layering it. I will put the figure on at the last gasp. So that looks quite nice. It's going to go on the card. Now make sure your cards are the right way around. See how I shifted that by accident? So I will do one card at a time, folks. Right, now this measures, because we've folded it, this should be 2.5 now. Yep. So we need some mat layers. So the first mat is going to be an embossed piece. So that was 2.5. So this needs to be 2 and, what did I say, 2 3/4 there? 2 3/4. So let me see if that fits. Yep, fantastic. And then we're just going to repeat the red and then onto the black. So red now will be 3 by 3 inches, and then the black will be 3 1/4 squared. I can definitely hear a squeaking. Maybe it is coming from outside. Maybe it's not my ears today. I think when you get tired though, sometimes you do, your tinnitus gets an awfully lot worse. Right, so black matte layer now, and it'll all make sense in a minute when I start popping it together. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Can I tell you, it's absolutely roasting in my house now. It's taken up to this point for it to feel warm because it's been freezing all day. That's Scotland for you. And because we've got big open fields out the back of our house, because they're right on the edge of the village, it makes it ever so colder. Okay, so we're going to start matte and layering these up. So red goes on the black. The time now is, I think it is, let me see, it's 1 minute to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've got another hour yet before my youngest comes in from school. He gets in at about 5 to 4. So he'll get in about 50 minutes. And he's been warned when he comes in, he needs to tidy his room. It is an absolute mess. So here we have our little topper piece. You could put it square if you like. But I'll do this one as a diamond, just because we are casing the previous card I done. Now, what you can do is get your bone folder, and you can curl those little flaps there. Sometimes, depending on what cardstock you use or paper you use, sometimes it kind of springs up too much and then it'll maybe interfere with the wobble. So what I'll do is I'll ever so slightly glue the insides of these down. So just putting a little thin layer close to the edge, and I'll just hold them down haphazardly. Oh, so we're 8 hours ahead, wow. And I think the South Pacific are 8 hours behind the UK. I always get muddled when it comes to different time zones. Except for the fact that Europe's an hour ahead, that's easy peasy. That is easy peasy. So this is going to look quite nice. Ta-da! Right, so what we need to now is pick a little character that's going to go bouncing around on the front. Oh, this one looks good, but it's ever so slightly too big. If you want, you could just attach it to the front. Let me see now, what else is there? What else is there? Oh, I think I might use this wee chap. There's a full sheet of that, honestly. See if you were to sit one day and just fussy cut all them out. In fact, there's 2 sheets of this. Look at all the wee guys. And you've got the little, is that cardinal birds? Can't remember the name. Little trees, candy canes, and little hollies. The little hollies are a bit more footery to, or a little bit more difficult to cut out, but right, let's do this. So what I'm going to do, in fact, I'm going to stick this down on the card first. That would help. So I'm not being shy with the glue. And I'm just going to pop that down there. I'll just hold it a wee second. Hi Rosemary. Hi Jackie, hi Suzanne, hi Sue. We can see some names coming up now. Hi Diana, Charlotte, Cheryl Lander, Patricia. Oh, there's 2 Tricias on here, a Patricia, a Tricia and a Tricia. We are popular today. Right, let's see. Oh, hi Debbie. Debbie, that is strange. I was just thinking about you earlier. I was saying to myself, it's almost time for sending Debbie some happy mail. Isn't that strange? And then you pop on. Spooky. Right, lots of glue on this front piece. Like I say, you can put it square on if you want as well. Okay, now we're ready to put a little wobble on. So, like I say, you can get these off of Amazon, eBay and things like that. You need a pocket tool. Right. So very simply, we're going to attach the wobble to the back of our little character, and then we're going to stick that down. You can make these by yourself using cardstock, and I've done it before. It does take a little bit more time. All you need to do is use any of our normal cardstock, because it is thick enough, and just kind of fold it in a zigzag and that's quite sufficient for a wobble as well. So just press and hold that down. It's not quite got the wobble sound to it, but it still will make it so much more 3D. And again, you can just curl up your little corners there, and it looks like the wee guy is actually bursting out of the card. So there's a better close-up for you. I think that's quite nice. Right, what now? We are going to add some silver gems because our basic rhinestone jewels go with everything. And like I say, I've kept the front nice and plain. Well, in terms of no sentiments. But you can, I'll just go pop the other one there. You can add sentiments to the front. You can shift it about or what have you to suit yourself. Brilliant. So we've done the front. I'll do the front of the other one as well. We'll maybe do it square. And then if I can be bothered at the end, I'll do some stamping for the inside. Now, I think I am going to miss out the tea bag fold on this second card and just do the topper there, and then we're going to do this as a double wobble. A double wobble wobble. Yeah, let's do that. Right, so if I remembered right, black was 3 1/4. Black was 3 1/4. Red was 3, and the white was 2 3/4. Oh my, I must be sharp today. I'm actually remembering my measurements. So there's the black. And we need a piece of red. I've been using the red a lot. You can always tell what ones I'm using more because I've got lots more offcuts in the front of the pack. But trust me, they do come in handy at some point. And I do need to order another pack because I like to have at least a pack and a half. But you're lucky if I've got a full pack in there. Right, so that was 3 1/4 squared, 3 inch squared. And then I've got the other little offcut of that embossed piece, which is to be 3 inches. So 3 inches, I think, by 3 inches. Whoops, it's a little bit too close to the edge for me. That's fine, it cut it okay. Right, so we're going to do this one as a square front. So let's stick all these layers down again. Hi, Jan. I'm so tempted to go and turn the heating off, but I need it on to dry my son's football kit that I just realised was sitting on the bunker in a pile of wet clothes to be hung up. And I'm like, oh no, why do I remember these things when it's almost too late? Mind you, his football training is a Tuesday, Thursday, and it's not until 8 o'clock in the evening. Oh, that's too big. Oh, I must have got my measurements wrong at some point. Right, I am just going to use my non-good scissors, and I'm just going to take a little smidgen off each side. In fact, I'm going to cut it again because I've cut that squint. So it's 3 1/4, 3. This one should have been 2 3/4. That's what it is, folks. See how you know what you have to cut it at, but then you just cut it at something different anyway. It was better being too big than being too little. Oh, that's better. Right, okay. So we can stick this down now. Da, 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 da. Lovely. 6x6 cards are great. And then we can try and put a wobble on these guys. Will it work with a double wobble? Has anyone ever done a double wobble before? We can only try. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, so make sure your snowflakes, because I've used the embossed, make sure they're the right way round. And pop that centrally on your card. And give it a wee minute to set because it is going on to embossed, so there might be a little bit more wiggle room there. Turn that over, get 2 wobbles out. Oh, I'm going to have to go and turn this heating off. Give me 1 second. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, it's actually hot. Right, heating off. To be honest, I have had it on since this morning. I've been boosting it for... That's the dog's thinking someone's coming in. It's only me. I've been boosting it for 2 hours at a time, on and off all day. Right, okay, so let's take this off. Now, you need to bear in mind that the wobble needs to be able to cover. Now, if I put that round the wrong way, not that I think it matters. It needs to cover. Well, you don't want to be seeing any of it through your image. So make sure your little image that's going to be the wobble's big enough to cover the backing section there. Right, so let's take off that. See how sometimes you lose concentration when you're chatting? Right, we're going to pop that in the centre. Right, let's see, I need 2 hands. Oh, that works. Ba-doing, 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 ba-doing. That's brilliant. Fantastic. Right, let's get some sparkles on them. They're really easy cards because the mats and layers are just simple sizes, folks. So again, a couple up there. Should I put one? Let me get a smaller one actually. So you get small, medium and large. I think that's a plenty. Now what I do want to add on the front before I do the insides is some Wink of Stella. Let me see, can I zoom in a wee bit? Let's see how that looks once it's zoomed in. Lovely designs, Margaret's saying. Square cards are my favourite. Oh, they just stand out a wee bit more, don't they? Right, all I'm going to do is add some... Now, this is just a wet tip. I haven't squished it or anything. This is just excess glitter on it from... Oops. The last time I used it. You don't need a lot. Sometimes if you squeeze it, you get too much. And then it's more of a mopping up job. Well, if it is for me anyway, because I could be a bit too heavy-handed. So all I've done is added some Wink of Stella on the red layer of that front panel. And I'll do the same. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I'll do the same to this one. This time it's a square. I am really liking cards with lots of like mats and layers. Not only does it make them so much more sturdier, I just think it's nice to see all the different colours popping against each other. I'm feeling a bit choked up now, to be honest. Do you like that? Do you like that? Sometimes I've been prone to putting Wink of Stella on the little antlers and their nose and their little toesies. Put some on the little Christmas tree baubles here. I mean, it is very discreet, but if people were to look proper, they'd see these little effects that you've added. Put some on the star. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see that. Hi Isabel, hi Margaret. Got a few Margarets on today. We've got a few Tricias, Patricias. You want to take it further, you could do around that one as well. Right, okay, we're done with the cutting mats and layers for the outside. All I need now is to do the insides. So with the inside mats, I like to do it as close to the, I just like the tiniest border, if you know what I mean. Where's my cardstock went, folks? Oh, here it is, here it is. I've got lots of little offcuts belting about there. So if I do it, I'll do it, so the card's 5 7/8. So if I just do it the 5 5/8, and that's just the quarter inch shorter and thinner than the card size itself. Daydreaming there when I was trying to speak and get my words out. Perfect. Now, I don't know if I put a matte layer on both sides. Yeah, but if you want to be a wee bit frugal with your cardstock, just put it on one side. As long as you've got room to write your greeting and stuff. Right, here we go. Let's get these insides stuck down. So when it's a quarter inch, kind of shorter, it's a lot easier, I find, to place it on your card. Sometimes when it's just 1/8 of an inch, if I've done that in the past, it's a wee bit harder to get it centred on that card base. Whether that's because of my dodgy fingers or wobbly hands or just it's too tight a fit, I don't know. Ta-da! Right, so the other card, you can see there's offcuts. Now, what I've done was I stamped, let me get my garden green and real red. Put these away. So we're just going to stamp Merry Christmas. I think one word is in red, one word is in green. Then we're going to trim this down, mat and layer it, and then shove it in the middle. Stamp set is Peaceful Season, my all-time favourite go-to Christmas one from this mini catalogue. So, what could we do? I think I'm just going to do Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. You can tell which ones have been my favourites. So there's the Christmas one, and I need the happy one. Where are you? Where are you? There's Merry. Oh, there's Happy over this side. You don't need to be do a big, huge sentiment like this, but I just thought, oh, why not go bigger, go bolder, go home. Big and bold. Oh, that's the wrong block for that. Oh dear. Right. So that's Christmas, and we've got the happy. So I'm going to stamp Christmas in red. Just gentle, gentle. And just make sure you leave enough of a gap that we can get the word happy in. Okay, so we're just going to stamp that a little bit further down on the card. And you know what? We might actually get both of them on this. Yes, I think we will. So we'll only actually need one piece. Get all your scraps of white away, because see, when you start working with the red, you run the risk of getting it all over your fingers. It's always the strong coloured inks that I tend to get all over me. See, not bad, not bad, not bad. Right, now for the green. So here's a little stamp that says happy. Now, I'm bad. I didn't clean my block properly yesterday, so it does look ever so slightly pink. And I'm just going to stamp happy naturally where the words fall lower down there. Like so. Now I need, what do I need? Oh, I'll try to reach this. My stamping scrub. Now I just need to spray some of the cleaner on it. You can use water. I normally would use water, and then I thought to myself, why am I using water when I've got the actual proper stuff? This was just sitting on the shelf, collecting dust, shall we say. So I do make a point of using it now. And it's such a handy tool. So you're cleaning it off on the left side and then you're drying your stamp off on the right. And that removes any little hidden pieces of ink that may still be on your stamp. And now for the happy. Now, the only thing is, sometimes your block isn't cleaned proper, so you could just give that a wee wipe afterwards. I find with the chamois sinks in a bit more, so it does kind of clean around your block as well. But this is definitely the best one for cleaning your stamps good and proper. And drying them. The chamois leaves them tiny wee bit wet. Both are very useful though, so. Right, okay, so let me get this. Hi Isabel, hi Helen. Let me get this sentiment cut. And again, we're going to mount it on, we're going to mat and layer it on a piece of red. And then a piece of black. Right, so I'm just going to note down the measurement. For the inside ones, the mats, I'm just doing an 1/8 of an inch bigger. I don't want them too in your face. Where's my pen went? Oops, I just about broke one of my blocks there. Why is it? You've always got a pen lying around, and the minute you need it, it just kind of goes walkies. Right, let me find another pen, guys. Let me find. Oh, here's a pencil. So I just want to note down. Oh, pardon me. I want to note down the size of that. So that's 3 7/8 by, just so that I can cut the layers on the actual trimmer, by 1 1/4. Great. I'm going to twist this round and cut this down to 1 1/4. Just make sure you're not taking off any of the sentiment. Lovely. That on its own would look nice, just inside the card. But I'm going to follow through what my plan was and mat and layer them. So we need two bits of red that measure, so that was 3 7/8. We'll do these 4 by 1 3/8. Will I get, nope, that's just too thin. 4 by 1 3/8. Now this is the blessing of having all your scraps at the front. So 1 3/8. I told you you'd use these eventually. By 4. Oh, that's already 4. Now we need some black, and we're nearly finished. Nearly finished. Now, one of these smaller pieces will do. So, this will be 1 1/2. 1 1/2. We need 2 of them. It'll be 1 1/2 by 4 1/8. Now, I better have got that right, or I'm just, I'll just cry. It's getting a bit late in the afternoon for me. Normally I'd be snoozing on the couch by now. Right, so we'll have the layers there. Fantastic. How can you make so much mess, Tricia, in such a little time? I think the more desk space you got, the more you just spread everything around, and then you still get all chock-a-block of stuff on your desk. Right, let's pop all these matte layers together. Right, now, always good idea to check that they are going to fit. Yeah, perfect. There goes my dodgy singing. So, red first. Had a little mind blank there. See, that's pretty as well. And then when that is going on, the black. Just be gentle because obviously the glue will be setting still. So try not to maybe run your hands over it too much. Love it. Love it, love it. I think after this live, I'll obviously download it and I'll pop it up on YouTube for the lovely crafty followers over there. And anyone else who wants to watch it on replay. I think, oh, see that's been placed down too close to the edge. So let me adjust that. Yep, I think after I've downloaded it, I think I'll go and get some fresh pyjamas on. Now this seems to be slightly out, so I must have undercut or overcut one of these layers, but easy peasy, just take a wee smidgen off that white layer. That's why it's always good to kind of double check that it does indeed fit. As long as there's a solution to our little boo-boos, we're fine, aren't we? I'm sorry if anybody's commenting and I'm not seeing them. Facebook can be really funny sometimes. Right, glue on. There's so much sentiments in that stamp set though. I really, really do recommend, if anyone's wanting one of them ordered over the weekend, just let me know. Hi Carol. Or if you're in another region like Australia or America, see your own Stampin' Up demonstrator and they'll happily order that for you as well. But anyone that shops in the UK with me, just let me know if you're looking for some more Christmas stamp sets. Hi Brenda. I've got a little present to send you. It might not arrive till after Christmas. I've not posted it yet, but I saw it and I thought, oh, I bet Brenda would like that. It's something kind of Christmassy, but you'll maybe need to put it away to next year. I'll not show you though and spoil the surprise. It's a handmade item though, that I bought from someone recently. Right, so here is the initial inspiration. Lovely cards and like seeing the inside finished. Yeah, Jackie, I used to be really, not lazy with it, but I used to always forget about doing the front. But I think it does make a huge difference. So that was the first one I done, just with a little tea bag fold. This one here, we've done a tent fold with it and curled out the edges. And then we've put a little, what would you call it? See, I'm needing to go for a lie down now and start to forget my words. Spinner. Is that a spinner? A wobble? A little wobble. Oh, you're too kind. A little wobble on there. And then this one we decided to put it at a square, shape. And we've got two wobbles on there. And then the inside. But what makes them pop is the embossed background. And then a little Wink of Stella as well. So 3 gorgeous cards. Now these are, they're just so lovely. They're just solid. And they're lovely, lovely to hold. So I will probably end up personalising these like mum, gran kind of things. So, but if you go back the chat in here, you'll see that I've shared a direct link to the main focus for today, which is these Reindeer Days papers. And this wee guy here, imagine if you cut out all of them, now you get 2 of each design. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? There's 5, 6, 5. You can do the math. There's nearly 40 of them on a sheet. So imagine making 40 cards and getting them all sent out and they're all the same. And just sit like a little conveyor belt and get all your Christmas cards done in the winter. Right, folks, I'm going to go off just now. Quickly download this and go away for a nap. Because I'm absolutely exhausted. I've had a busy day at work. And I've got a meeting later on tonight with my lovely team to do with updates. So I need to be rested and recuperated for that. So I will see you later. Thank you for tuning in. Nice to see so many people coming over to talk, because I didn't actually say I was coming on. I just jump on sporadically, as I say. So yeah, don't forget, on Saturday we're going to make this DL-sized one with the little wobblers. Again, using this designer series paper. I just think it's beautiful, and I'm trying my best to use up my stash. So, oh, that one just caught. So thanks again, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Thank you, everyone, for your lovely comments, and enjoy the rest of your day or your evening. Let's see, Brenda's just starting the day in Idaho. Oh, look at you. If I could rewind, I would start the day again. It's been quite a good day. Right, folks, thanks so much for popping on, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.